Alright guys, so here I am at Sprouts. I know this might get me in trouble, who cares? So I tell you that text on that patient a minute ago that came in, the doctor said don't take the supplements, it might be harmful. So here I am at Sprouts, and here's your choices. You walk into Sprouts and here's all your choices of supplements to take. And which one do you take? I have this happen all the time. So I'm looking down here at this whole bunch of things, and I asked her, said, so they told you to take a supplement. Like, how many of your doctors said, hey, go take a supplement, right? And you go in the store, well, which one? How are you going to decide? Like, how in the world are you going to decide which one to take? And so I'm going to kind of walk down this corner. I'm sure I'm going to get in trouble here in a second. But if you look down here, there's a book at the end of the hall here that shows you what to take. And so I just came by, and there are the people actually over here standing here looking at this book to find out what to say. So let's just say, hey, I want to take a CoQ10. Here's all your choices of CoQ10. So which one do you take? Are you kidding me? And so let me give you a couple cool fun things here. If we pick up any one of these supplements and you read the back of the label, there's going to be some things in it that you don't want to have in your diet. I'm going to step outside because I'm going to get a little loud here, but I want you to look. Here's all your choices of supplements, and why in the world are there so many of exactly the same thing? So here we go. Now here's where I get upset. So literally this patient comes in and she's wanting help. I tell her exactly what to do. I know what's going to help her, and the nurse tells her not to take it because it might be hurtful to her. And I'm thinking to myself inside, are you freaking kidding me? Because here's a situation where this individual is asking for my help. I've had 20 plus years of experience in the medical community working with nutrition and how to help people heal. And this patient is trusting this physician, which is fine. I love physicians that, you know, trust this physician to tell her what to do. And he had very little experience in supplements. So I just showed you how many choices you had in supplements in there. And if you look down that row, guys, of all those hundreds and hundreds of supplements, guess what? None of them have peer-reviewed published research on them. And so I'm thinking in my head, here's this lady that's struggling, wants to have a baby, wants to be able to get her health care right, and she's trusting somebody that has no experience in supplements to give her advice. And they said, look, go take a prenatal. She walks in there, and there's 50 prenatals. And are they all the same? Not even close. And so she's going to have to guess about her health because the physician don't know. So I was driving today, and literally I'd call my, like, I think I'm going to go into Sprouts and start talking, and I'm going to get in trouble because, like, I am so upset about this experience. Really, mainly because I'm hurt that this individual will not get the help that she's looked for, and she's already struggling. So how many more years is she going to have to struggle because her physician didn't know? And I don't blame the physicians, really. I don't, in a sense, because they're not trained on it, and they're liable with what they say. All right? And so they're super busy. So they don't have the time. So we have to get good information out of it. It bugs me all the time when I see stuff that's, whether it's posted online or whether it's, you know, somebody says something and that they just don't have the background to know what it is. So that bunch of supplements I just went through, guys, those are supplements. That means you're looking into supplement deficient diet. And when you pick up a bottle of any supplement, on the back are all sorts of ingredients. So I want you to go to your cupboard right now, and especially the ones you got at Costco, because I know you guys have some of those from Costco because you think I'm going to buy them in bulk because they're cheaper, right? You've all done it. I haven't. It drives me crazy. And you think I'm going to buy them in bulk. And I want you to look, and I want you to think about this. Everything that goes in your body becomes a part of you. So how alive and how active is it? Because if you're buying a supplement and you look at it and it's got to be on the shelf for like 6 months because that's how long it takes, or 2 years, or whatever it is, like, do you really want that in your body? And if you look at the things in it, and it has also colorings and dyes and like carbonable wax and, you know, mineral oils and all these other things, like, do you really want that in your body? Like, do you want that going in your body? That's one problem in itself. Just look at your supplements. Always read the back of the label. Look and see what's in it, because a lot of stuff you're taking is not only not helping you, it's probably hurting you. And it's not because there's not options. It's just there's too many options that you have, and they're not good. The other side of it, all these supplements are just that. They're supplements. The new science that we need to start paying attention to is this idea and this concept of nutrigenomics. There are ways to biohack your body's ability to perform better than they currently are. You've heard me talk about it before, but we want to look and go from the old idea of supplementation to understand nutrigenomics and biohacking. I've shared with you some of my story. My mom, her dad lived in 97. I was going to be 93. Her mom was 97. She passed away in her 60s because her genetics were hijacked. So guys, we have to look at things differently. People want supplements, but when you're buying supplements, please look at the back of the label, right? Look at the source that you're getting from. Hopefully it's a trusted source. It drives me batty, but Walmart is like, and Amazon are the #1 sellers of nutritional supplements, and that should worry you a little bit, right? Because how do they know what's best for you? And when you walk in a store and there's 15 or 20 vitamin Ds or 15 or 20 CoQ10s, are they all the same? They're not priced the same. Are they doing what you want them to do? If you're taking supplements, you're taking them for a reason. You're taking them because you're looking for something, whether it's for something therapeutic or something that's preventative. Why not find and take something that's not only therapeutic but preventative, and it's the very best? I always say, look, the most expensive supplement is the one that doesn't work. So if you're taking something that's not doing what it's supposed to be doing, you're buying stuff that's not doing you any good, and it's a lot of times hurting you. I've had people literally bring me boxes of supplements in, and I look at that, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, those supplements, right, they're not doing you any good, and a lot of them are #1, outdated, and #2, they have a lot of fillers and binders in it and preservatives, and you don't want that in your body unless you are trying to embalm yourself while you're alive. So, to summarize, because I was pretty upset about this whole thing, people want health, and they want to make sure they're taking the right things. And I know that there's a lot of confusing information out there. When you go and you look at your supplement that you're looking at buying, wherever you buy it, trust where you're getting it from. Whether that's an individual that's a distributor for something that has a good products, or whether that's a health food store, make sure you're looking at the label, that you're getting what you want. And it's not always just about the ingredients, it's the combination of ingredients in there and the effect that they have together, right? There's a huge to do with what's called synergy and what's called activation. Nutrigenomics, those couple of things, right now almost all supplements are based on the old model of supplementation, which is you're trying to fill in blank holes. Here, the idea, you got to understand that they're moving the term nutrigenomics, understand a combination of nutrients put together in very specific ratios have massive impact on your health, right? And if you're not feeling the way you want to feel currently, doing what you're currently doing, you may want to change it. So guys, please pass this video on to your friends, and hopefully, and again, not to be harmful on that or too hard on the nurses and doctors. They're crazy busy, right? And I know that they can't give advice because then they're liable. At the same time, people need to know that there are answers out there for them, and unfortunately, most of the time, they're not going to get it at their physician's office. It's because their doctors are too busy. So you need to find close friends that you trust, that you know, get them that information. And when you're buying your supplements, just know they're not all the same. Look at what's on the label, okay? Look at if there's any research, but that whole thing in there, guys, I've been a part of, teaching and training on over 200 different nutritional products that we help co-create. Well, guess what? Those are amazing products, but they don't have studies on them because they're so expensive. Again, there's only a handful of products that have studies on them that are not done by the company that have massive change. So guys, hopefully I'll get my anger management in check today, but I am passionate about people getting what they need to stay healthy, and it hurts me to think that this young lady that's in her early 20s that wants to have a baby will probably have to struggle with her symptoms another 5 to 10 years unless she takes control of health. And I ended it with her this way. I said, look, I get that you trust them. I'm glad you trust them. They're a good physician. I know him. I said, here's my cell phone number. See if they're willing to have a conversation with me. And then I said this. I said, look, I hope that sooner than later that you decide for yourself to take control of your health, because it's going to be up to you to make the decision and find the team of people that are there to support you and help give you the information and help you make the decision versus making the decision for you. So, happy Saturday. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Hope you live life activated. I hope you are taking the right supplements that are activators and activating your genes expression, because we all need it. And I look forward to catching up with you guys. You have questions, post. Actually, for fun, do this. I would love for any of you to go to your cupboard, randomly pick out a bottle of supplements. Don't try to choose the best one. and send me a picture. Send me a picture of it and of the back label. And I want to see if we can help show each other which products probably would be better. Now, you can make sure, you can say, well, my husband bought this, right? Blame it on him or blame it on your Aunt Matilda or whatever. But why not? Let's post a few of those pictures where we can kind of comment back and forth on why maybe some are better than others, some are different than others, and why that might be beneficial to us and our families. Guys, we need the right things in our diet to help our body perform as they should. So have a fantastic day. I had to run out of sprouts because I started getting dirty looks. The lady looked over at me that's working there. I'm like, she gave me a dirty look, so I had to walk out. Probably good I did. I probably wouldn't be allowed back in. Have a great day. Happy Saturday, guys. And send me some pictures on your supplements, and let's learn together. Talk to you later.